Under the Hammer now at Bygone Bargains. Ooh, this takes you back, doesn't it? Hey, we'll be scratching Adam and the Ants logos on the desktop in a minute. It's an old school desk that's been converted into a hall table. It's quite strange, actually. I think, just because you're so used to it, people of a certain age are so used to these that actually seeing it that high is kind of strange. You can see at the bottom here that somebody's added on about 3 inches of timber on the bottom of each leg, and it's lifted it up so that it's become a sort of hall table. It's probably very, very useful and very, very practical, and it's got that quirky school desk charm. Lovely. It just feels strange. It's just strange because you are so used to these things. It's got the inkwells. This one has just got the inkwell with the little wooden hole with that classic sort of recessed bit, and it's got the hinge from the brass cover. But this one's still got its little brass cover, and this is its real charm. It's got its little brass covered inkwell, and then it's got a little swing thing there for dipping your
ink thing in.
and then when you needed to refill, lift that up and refill your little ink pot, or take the ink pot out, get it refilled and put it back in again. Brilliant.
Amazing.
Lovely. Little grooves for putting your pens and pencils in.
Yeah, and on either side.
Yeah, and a nice little... I mean, there's a lot of practical things about this that are really nice. I mean, on the one hand, it doesn't have that slight slope, so as a table, it works really well, because that slight slope as a table doesn't work well. And then it's got, where the front would have been, it's been made into a shelving area.
I don't think it ever had a front on it.
No, maybe not.
I seem to remember having some desks like this where you just put your books in. They were just slotted in.
Oh yeah. Well, this hasn't got any mechanism. To be honest, the ones we had, they had a piano hinge here, and this bit lifted up, and then the inkwell was behind, and the groove was behind, and that's. This wasn't originally a lift-up lid that's been made into this. I think it is, as you say, it was always a little shelf. But it's brilliant for using it as a practical piece of furniture within a house. It's great. I mean, if anything, I think this paint job has been kind of half done.
It's like a wash. It's like a wash.
It is like a wash, and it's quite nice because it's one of those sort of oil-based ones, so it's good as a little key for underneath. If you then went over that with something else and rubbed it back to part reveal that, part reveal the wood underneath, you'd get a really nice shabby chic. Really, really.
Yeah, so it's
simple,
kind of part way to shabby chic-ing, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's distressed. It's just. I suspect it's been done at a time when fashions were different, and fashions moved on. Now the vogue at the moment is that kind of Farrow and Ball colours. Antique whites, or the turquoises, the sages, those kind of colours in that kind of chalk paint. Distressed back and rubbed with beeswax. It'd be lovely. It is lovely. Yeah. I mean, some of the leg bits that have been put on, I don't think this is a carpenter's job. This is someone with a little bit of skill. And they're a little bit, they just don't quite line up. But then that is the nature of doing that. It's tricky. It's really tricky. Oh, there's a phone bid coming in. Hey, if you want to seal this one, get a bid on before this phone bidder bids you out. Get a bid on.